Yo, today we got asking Coachella VIPs what they do for a living. Like, comment, subscribe, grind our K journey 1 mil. 2024 edition.
Do you have any advice for people that want to come to Coachella? What's the worst thing you've ever bought and the best thing you've ever bought? What makes you guys happy?
It evens out to about 20 per person, I feel like.
How much are you spending on Coachella this year?
Upwards of 50,000.
Hey,
Would you be willing to share how much you guys paid for like the Coachella experience?
And like everything's really reasonably priced here. You only have to pay like $30 if you want like a double
Stupid.
Jameson inside.
Definitely budget for that as well.
Yeah.
And commit tax fraud.
Hey everyone, so we're here at the Coachella Safari Campgrounds where a tent like this costs at least $9,000 for a weekend.
Ooh.
And the residences and yurts over there cost at least $28,000.
28K?
I'm gonna be spending
Dario.
the next few days asking people at Coachella what they do for a living to pay for this. And if you saw my video last year, then yeah, you'll know that people here are interesting, successful, and have fire life advice. So this year, the video is gonna be in 3 different parts. First, we'll be talking to people in this ultra-private safari campground. Next, we're gonna explore the different invite-only parties that take place during Coachella. These are super exclusive, so hopefully we'll meet
Pretty cool.
a bunch of celebrities, content creators, and big entrepreneurs. And then third, we're gonna go to the actual festival itself and just talk to die-hard Coachella fans, asking them what they do for work. It's about to get crazy. Juicy questions, exclusive guests, and a behind-the-scenes look of this crazy music festival. These are the people of Coachella. So there are actually 4 different types of rentals here. This is one of them. We paid $11,000 for ours for the week.
Dang, 11K.
But it can be as cheap as $9,000 if you book a little bit earlier. So this is our tent. We got the room with 1 single bed. We have a fridge right here where we store drinks and stuff like that. They gave us this little table right here. We did some decorations from stuff we got on AliExpress. My girlfriend bought it. Thank you so much. And after making that video last year, so many guys were like, why would you pay so much money just for this crappy tent? And I agree, it's not nice at all, but it's not the main perk of this package. We got 2 safari guest tickets. This gives us exclusive access to the actual festival, to different areas that most people can't get into. It also comes with a ton of golf carts. You get a massage. There's
free massages
every single day. The customer service here is amazing, and the only way to get those tickets is by buying the safari camp
for the $11,000
package. And yeah, it's just overall really fun time. That's why we're back for round 2 this year. Yeah, I guess that's the tour because there's really not that much to show. It's just a pretty basic tent. Let's go see the rest of the campgrounds. By the way, if you guys are looking to start your own business, invest, or just make more money in general, check out my favorite resources down below in the description. This video is gonna cost me about $15,000 to make.
Damn.
And yeah, using those links, it's gonna help support the channel and talking to people. So what's your name, age, and where are you from?
My name's Fabian. I'm 29 and I'm from Las Vegas.
What do you do for a living?
I make memes. I run a meme
Bro does memes? What?
page and I do like Vegas news memes
That
and
is dope.
media.
And how do you monetize in your business?
Sponsored ads on my feed.
Okay.
Just like integration from local brands into my posts and stuff like that.
Would you be willing to share some of the numbers behind your business?
One of my clients pays
That's crazy.
9K a month.
How much
9K a month?
did you spend on the safari experience?
There were 3 of us, so it was like $3,500 a person.
Worth it?
Yeah, it's sick, dude.
Damn.
This is the best. The golf carts alone make it worth it.
Yeah. Do you have advice for aspiring entrepreneurs? What would you tell them?
Dude, I'm the worst entrepreneur. I am not like the guy that sits like this at the table. Just do what you like and just keep doing it, even if you're not making money right now.
Okay.
And just like keep going.
How many years
W.
does it take for you to start making some money?
With my Vegas page in specific, it was like the Instagram was probably like 3 years.
Okay.
3 years until you started making money? Damn.
What does your team look like for your business? Just you?
Yeah.
Solopreneur?
Just him?
Yeah, I sit on my bed in my boxers, posting photos on the internet.
I mean, I make videos at home from my bedroom, so.
You get it, bro.
Yeah. Do you have a morning or night routine?
Wake up anywhere from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., get coffee, and then make my posts. It's not an exciting life.
I mean,
at
It's
night,
not an exciting.
It is.
at night? What do you do at night?
I go out a lot in Vegas just to like network.
Okay. So do you have any
Smart.
networking tips? Because I know that's something hard
That's
for
big.
people, especially like me,
Oh,
introverts.
Be friendly. Just
Okay.
talk to people like you know them.
Okay.
That's the
Okay.
easiest thing. Like these dudes, they're just walking by. I'm like, oh, hey, what's up, dude? How you doing? You got white slips on, dude? Those are nice. And then he's like, oh, thanks, man. And then, hey, what's your name? Just be nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What is the best skill people should learn?
Communication. Again, I'm just big on interacting with people, like socially. If you're shy and you're afraid to talk to people, just work on communication and walking up to people. If you see someone of importance that can help you and you're super nervous to talk to them, I would just recommend just talking to them, because not talking to them is not going to help you at all.
Yeah, you
Damn, okay.
came up to me and you're like, what are you filming? So
what are you doing, dude?
Yeah, that was very nice of you to do that.
Yeah, I think that's a prime example. Just like talking to people, seeing what's going on.
What's one thing you tell your younger self?
I don't know. It sounds cheesy, but just believe in what you're doing. I don't know. Like 10 years ago, I was like didn't have the most confidence in what I was doing. So if I just had that then, I feel like it'd be a lot further than where I am now.
Any
Smart.
advice you want to share with the audience?
I love you guys.
Thank you so much. So,
W.
what are your names and where are you guys from?
I'm Jamie, and I'm from Florida.
Taisha, Jupiter, Florida also.
So what brings you to Coachella?
I buy my daughter Coachella for Christmas.
Oh.
So
Smart.
that's what
Okay.
we're here for. She's cashing in Christmas present.
Would you be willing to share how much you guys paid for like the whole Coachella experience?
She said no.
I'll give you an honest answer. I
Okay.
paid 41 grand for
Okay.
41 grand for 4 people.
What do you guys do for a
She's
living?
honest.
I'm a divorce lady.
A divorcee.
Yeah, that's what I do. I buy
Okay.
houses, I fix them up, and I sell them
How long
Smart.
have you been doing that for?
since I got divorced.
Okay.
So 3 years.
I'm a divorce attorney.
How long?
Oh, divorce attorney.
Yes.
Wow. So you guys work together.
No.
I'm her plus one.
How do you guys
Aw.
invest your money?
Real estate.
How's the real estate market there?
Amazing. It was like
Florida?
pre-COVID and post-COVID.
Yeah.
Our real estate prices like literally doubled.
What's the best investment you've ever made?
Bitcoin when it was good.
Bitcoin.
Okay. Well, it's back to
I
over
know,
70,
It's
right?
back in the game. Yeah. But I pulled out, so I didn't get back in.
Got it.
Yeah.
Dang.
Remodeling my houses and
Okay.
selling them.
Would you be willing to share the most you've made on a flip?
My last one, 800,000.
800K? Damn.
After I put $1 million into it, that was my profit, and I had it
Whoa.
for 2 years.
What's the best like ROI thing you can do to a home?
Well, in South Florida, make sure you have impact windows and a great roof,
okay.
because otherwise insurance is such a problem down there as
Yeah.
it is. If you don't have those things, like, you're screwed.
What is work like for you?
Litigious, combative, unfriendly, unappreciative. No one's ever like glad to see you. They're just not.
Are you glad you got into that field?
It's safe.
Safe.
It's safe.
I mean,
it's not fun.
it was a lot of work to get there.
It was a lot of work to get there.
Yeah.
Right. So then it's like you're locked in. You're locked and loaded at that point.
What advice would you give to someone that wants to go to law school?
Don't go.
Don't go.
Tell us all and we go anyway.
So if you could go back, would you do it all over again?
If I could, you know, the brain stretch part of going to law school was amazing. I think that's priceless, right? Like in reality, I would have liked to have like pursued theater, and I just chickened out and went to law school instead. The physical brain stretch, right? Like that is priceless to me. So for that, I do appreciate it, right? Like it really did make me a lot more of a critical thinker and smarter, and that's priceless.
Are your daughters going
I mean,
to
she sounds pretty intelligent.
college?
My daughter goes
Oh,
to
your
boarding
daughter.
school
Okay.
in Connecticut. She's on a business path. Her father is a CEO
Okay.
of several different companies, so
Like
that's why
most
we
girls
can
are smart.
treat her this.
Most.
This is going to be her future, you know?
What's your life motto?
Do what you fear, and fear will disappear.
Any last advice you guys want to leave the audience?
Just show up, have fun, get out of your comfort zone.
Yeah, definitely check out Coachella.
Thank you so much for your time. So what are your names and what do you guys
That was a good
do?
interview.
My name is Jeff Leibowitz.
And I'm Karen Leibowitz.
I'm in construction and real estate development.
How much was this whole
Damn.
experience for you guys?
More than I want to admit on camera. We, with airfare and everything, I mean, it's over
Come on, bro. It doesn't matter. You know it doesn't hit. Doesn't matter,
$50,000 for a few days.
Is it worth it?
Worth every penny of it once I forget how much money I've spent.
Do you guys have any advice for people that are looking to start their own business or just,
Looks at it, it's like 50K. Ah.
become financially successful?
My advice is just go for it. If you have the drive, go for it. Don't wait. Right after I got out of school, I started my own business, and not
Smart.
always easy, but it's definitely been rewarding.
Would you be willing to share a failure just to inspire the audience?
My first business, which was a union ironworking construction company in New York, kept thinking that the more sales I got, the more successful I would be, and built it to a multi-million-dollar business to where it just meant I was losing more money every month early on.
Dang.
I just thought the more business you had, the more successful you would be, and obviously that's not the case.
And if you could go back, let's say 20 years, what would you tell your younger self?
Maybe drink less alcohol.
I would tell my younger self not to stress so much, not to worry so much. Keep working hard, keep going after your dreams, and it'll work out.
How do you get
Okay, I like that. I like that. I like that.
in life?
Work
Drink less, she said. Once you're young, if you could tell your younger self. I don't know what that one.
hard. I don't believe in getting lucky.
What is a skill that everyone should be learning today?
Good communications. Younger
That's big right there. Communication, bro. I need to work on my communication skills.
people in my business, friends of my kids that I
You gotta like communicate with different type of people
see,
all the
they
time.
think maybe just because you send a text that everybody understands exactly what you mean, and a lot of times things can get lost in translation.
If you guys were to start over again today, what would be your first 3 steps?
Drink less alcohol.
Drink less alcohol. Why? Did she fuck up her liver? Not to be rude.
Well, I guess that's step 1. That wouldn't be my step 1. My step 1 would probably be to save more, because I think that's an important thing
Smart.
that's kind of lost for me.
What makes you guys happy?
Family.
Being together, yep, spending time with our kids and our family and friends. It's the best. That's what it's all about. Like, you could have everything in the world, but if you don't have great people to spend it with, then it's
You really don't have anything.
not,
It's not worth it.
Can you tell me a little bit more about what your business does exactly?
My business exactly is commercial construction. We specialize in helping franchises build their business, from Planet Fitnesses to medical spas to crumble cookies. We build
Smart.
and develop for them across the country, help them find locations all around the country. So
That's pretty cool. What the fuck?
really our main 2 businesses is construction and then real estate development.
So for anyone that's working a normal job, would you encourage them to pursue entrepreneurship?
Entrepreneurship is not for everybody, but if you're thinking about it and you've wanted to do it, then I encourage it.
What are the best decisions you guys have ever made?
marrying each other.
Without a doubt. I would say the best decision I made was going to grad school at UConn. That's where I met Karen. I was debating whether or not to get my MBA, and had I not, I wouldn't have met Karen, and we wouldn't have the life we have now. So
Her
that's
MBA.
definitely the best decision I've ever made.
Any final advice you guys want to give the audience?
Enjoy your life and don't stress so much. Work hard, and it'll happen.
Do good things and it'll come back to you.
Thank you so much, you guys. So what's your name, age, and where are you from?
So I'm Audrey Yun. I'm 33. I'm originally from LA, but
Audrey.
I live in
33,
Seattle.
So what brings you to Coachella?
now. Big friend group. Just we're all like meet up here once a year
Yeah.
and just kind of like hang out.
Oh, so
Yeah.
you guys did this last year too?
They've been doing it for about I think since 2006 or
Damn.
since like the beginning of time.
So what do you do for work?
I'm a student currently, but I also work at a credit card processing company.
Oh.
Yeah, help start it.
Credit,
So you help start
a
it.
credit card processing.
Okay, so how's that going?
Oh, it's going really well. It kind of like just runs itself now. It's
Yeah.
based out of LA,
Okay.
and there's a few locations across the country now.
What's it called?
It's called Merchant Chimp.
Okay.
There you go.
You're juggling that and being a student.
Yes, so I go to UW now.
Okay. What are you studying?
Psychology and business, just to finish.
So obviously this is a very expensive trip. How do you guys pay for this?
So I'm sort of like a guest,
Okay.
but I know the bungalows are like 15, but these are about like 30.
Yeah.
And so,
it's a,
yeah,
it's a pricey.
Damn.
it's a pricey. Yeah, it evens out to about I think like 20 per person. I feel like.
20K per person?
Yeah, I would say for with everything that we do
Yeah,
because
yeah.
of like we go to like the dinners and like all the other things that we do here.
What do your friends do?
They were all
Dang.
early in tech.
Okay.
Yeah, so like Facebook, things like that. Yeah.
Smart.
Big engineer guys.
What is it like to be friends with them?
Oh, they're like the greatest. They're all chill. They love to party. Everybody just like has done, also especially Coachella, they've done it so many times that I feel like it just feels like you're going with like a very experienced group. So it's not a lot to think about. Like you just kind of come and enjoy.
What's something you wish you started doing earlier?
I wish I started doing it earlier, whatever it is, like not being afraid of what people thought. Because all the people that ended up doing it are like where they want to be now.
okay.
Just trial and error doing it, not being afraid of what other people think.
Any final words you want to give the audience?
Definitely, if you can swing it or find friends that can swing it, definitely do this because this is the right way to do Coachella.
Love it. Thank you so much.
There you go.
The parties at Coachella are crazy and a must. I went
She
to
got
3
in because of her friends. Lucky.
parties: House of Reflections, Oasis, and Nylon. Drank too much of Nylon, so I didn't film, but tons of celebrities.
He said I drank too much in the line.
House of Reflections, Oasis, and Nylon. Drank too much of Nylon, so I didn't film, but tons of celebrities were there. And yeah, I talked to some super cool people at
Megan Fox was there?
other parties.
That's
So-
crazy.
What's your name, age, and what do you do?
Bro.
My name's Taylor Price, also known as @PricelessTay. I am 23 and I do a lot of things. I'm a startup founder, a content creator of a very successful financial literacy platform for Gen Z.
What's your
What the
company?
heck?
I have two companies. One is Definitive Incorporated, where we launched a product or an app that you can download on the App Store called Savvy Spend Smart. And that optimizes your credit card deals, discounts, and offers. And then the other business is Priceless Tay, and that is where we do the financial literacy, content creation, really fun, exciting, entertaining stuff.
Could you tell me about your tool stack to run your business?
Slack, number one, like the best communication platform. I used to be a huge proponent of Notion. I found that I was using Notion more as a to-do list and write things down and like try and optimize the system rather than actually do the thing. So we moved over to ClickUp.
Okay.
And since then, ClickUp has so many more automations. I find myself and my team accomplishing a lot more than we did in Notion.
How do you manage a team properly?
One of my full-time employees is here, and I think it's super important that we connect like on a personal level as well as a professional level.
That's pretty cool though.
Because that makes the people like feel respected in that.
That's true.
They're not just an employee, like they're somebody
like family
that you can count on and they can also count on you.
As a finance creator, what's the worst thing you've ever bought and the best thing you've ever bought?
I bought a washer and dryer on Facebook Marketplace. One day I was running the washer and I was on a meeting. All of a sudden I hear like splash down mountain, like downstairs. I'm like, hold on a second, I gotta go downstairs. And turns out the washer
flooded the whole thing.
Exploded.
Whoa.
It was like a faulty washer. That ended up costing me tens of thousands of dollars.
Damn.
Because what happened was all of the water got into the central air system. That would have
Told you, flooded.
The worst financial decision that I've ever made. And contrary to that, the best was starting to invest in dollar cost average at such a young age, like 17 or 18. Yeah.
Smart.
Okay. What do you suggest people invest in?
Index funds. If you are an everyday person and you're trying to live life to the fullest without having to necessarily like worry on how the market's doing on a day-to-day basis, like broad index mutual funds.
Okay. Any advice you want to share with aspiring female entrepreneurs?
Push through. Like, you just gotta do it and just keep serving a whole bunch of people. Like, that's what it is at the end of the day. If you can find something that you can get paid for, that the world needs, that you're good at and love doing, you are finding the ikigai, like the center balance, and it won't feel like work. It'll feel like a passion project that is monetizable and making money, and then you're like, okay, this is actually quite good.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So what's your name, age, and where are you from?
Ishan. I am from Fresno, California, and I am 24 years old. I'm turning 25 tomorrow.
Happy early birthday.
I'm 25 now.
So what do you do for work?
I do talent management, so I manage creators on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram, and I help them secure either brand deals, PR, or whatever ventures they want to get into.
How did you get to that?
I started being a videographer who basically just kind of went around LA, just like sleeping in my car, just trying to figure out, hey, anybody let me shoot videos for you.
Wow.
Ended up meeting one client.
Dang.
P2 is the name. Shout out P2. After I did that
P2? What? No, RIP to P2. What the fuck?
time I fell in love. I was like, I love being able to provide for my creators and helping them expand their businesses, whether it's
P2.
on a venture side or whether it's on a brand deal side.
What's the best advice that your parents have taught you?
The biggest thing is like they just told me never quit, work hard every single day. They came from India, they worked in the fields. Once they told me like their story, like how they kind of came about, I was like, it's hard for me to really complain about anything I have in my life right now,
What's your mindset when it comes to attracting luck?
Back to the thing I said earlier is if I show up every single day, I'm bound to get lucky more than you are, right? If you show up 4 times a week, if I show up 7 times a week, even if it's for less amount of time some days, I'm bound to get lucky more than you are. I'm gonna have to hit that jackpot, I'm gonna get that meeting, I'm gonna get that deal, I'm gonna get that whatever it is, right? I'm gonna get it more times than not because I'm showing up every single day. That's really it.
Would you be willing to share how much revenue your company makes?
Last year, we did over 1.2 million.
Wow.
Damn.
Do you have any unconventional rules in life?
Always bet on yourself and then double down. People tell me, oh, you should just quit. Like, why are you doing this? Like, you made negative dollars like for 6 months straight. Why are you continuing to do this? It doesn't make any sense. Hey, you made money. Why did you just spend all the money you just made? Like, why are you doing all these things? It's because you have to trust the process and double down on yourself. If you truly believe in yourself and you truly show up every single day, it's really hard to fail. Like in 6 months to 1 year, you can change the next 25 years of your life if you actually just dedicate it, no distractions, just put it in your work, actually put it in
work.
Yeah.
Putting in that work, yo.
Most excited to see at Coachella?
Honestly, I'm just excited to go to Do Lab. There's one thing that always is a staple for me is that Do Lab. The Do Lab's always a good time.
If you were to go broke today, what would you do to get back to where you are right now?
It'd be the same thing I'm doing right now. Even if I didn't have a laptop, all I needed was a phone. I'd probably copy and do exactly what I'm doing right now in the next 6 months. It's really really important for people to do trial and error. I think most people actually learn when they go and do something and they fail at it, right? I think people don't really actually learn until they're doing something. So you can read as much as you want, you can like go watch as many YouTube videos as you want, but until you actually go and apply yourself, none of that knowledge is gonna be actually retained, and none of it's gonna be like, oh, how can I do this differently to then go to the next level, right?
How much are you spending on the Coachella experience this year?
Yeah, it's upwards of 50,000.
Damn, that's right.
It's worth every single penny at the end of the day. Like, we are getting our value back 100%.
Thank you so much. So what's your name and age, and what do you do?
Hi, I'm Connor Lim. I'm 32.
Bro doesn't even look 32. What the fuck?
I'm the co-founder of Steezy.
What's
Co-founder is Dizzy? That's right.
So Steezy does online dance
Shout out
classes
Steezy.
from the world's best dancers. But we are building the platform for athletes and audiences everywhere for all of dance.
How do you guys get
Oh,
started?
this is dance business.
With this business?
Dance.
I mean, crazy story. I mean, I was a dancer for over 10 years, and then, you know, I just realized that there wasn't a lot of knowledge being shared, right? It was like dance is such a cool kids club.
Yeah.
So in 2014, we launched a blog that was like showing a little light of like what it looks like behind the scenes, and you know, we got like 70,000 page views in the first 2 weeks.
Wow.
And yeah, and people just all around the world kept emailing us saying, hey, like, I love what you guys write about. I want to be a better dancer. What can I do? And the answer was, well, you got to dance, right? We realized that people in these different cities just didn't have access to quality education. So then we were able to build the app, you know, raise VC funding and all that.
Can you inspire the audience with some of the numbers you guys have hit to date?
Well, we have over 2 million registered users in over 100 countries around the world. Our YouTube's at like 1.4 mil now, and over 1,000
Damn, 1.4 mil.
classes.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your biggest lead generation method?
At the core, I think what we're really, really good at is content.
Okay.
Like we create a lot of YouTube series, we create a lot of, you know, things that we feel like people actually get a lot of value out of. You know, so sometimes in a weird way, we're like, not only are we like a consumer SaaS company, but we're like a media company.
What advice do you have
Smart.
for new
It
entrepreneurs?
looks like Rise Gump a little bit.
What would you tell them?
Oh man, entrepreneurship is so hard. The way I say it is like, you know, jumping to entrepreneurship is like one of those things where if you really see a vision, if you have a vision for something that you're really passionate about, and you're like, if I don't do this, somebody else like will like not do it right. You know what I mean? Like I'm the
It's
only
true. Yeah, it's true, bro. Like, you're the only one that's going to be able to do it right.
person that's able to do this the way that I see it. If you feel that way, then you definitely should do it.
What skill was instrumental in helping you be able to succeed?
Wow. Yeah. I mean, I think this is like definitely something that a lot of people say, and it sounds played
Damn,
out.
I see why these people are able to fucking go to Coachella and spend. These guys are pretty smart. Tell them, Jay.
But grit. It is a long journey. Like it's hard.
They're for sure. How do I say it? Ego. They got hella ego, but they're smart.
You want to build something that's like that changes the world. It's gonna take. It's like you have to think in decades. And so when you think about that, like life goes up and down a lot in a decade. Like I started Steezy when I was 22 years old. Life is
Dang,
very
22.
different, and
That's right.
you change as a person. So you really gotta be committed to the vision. And so it's grit, right? It's like passion and grit to like stick to like what you want to believe in.
What are you gonna do for the next 10 years? What's the plan?
Oh man, so we're actually announcing that today. So the first 10 years was like proving that dance can be a business, you know, consumer SaaS tech. The next 10 years is we're actually gonna start the first professional dance league. So I want to build
That's dope.
Formula One of dance. Whoa. So like imagine a calendared season of events where the world's best teams, you know, compete.
The world's
like,
best dancers.
Miami, New York, LA with like halftime performances from major artists. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty crazy.
Dude,
That sounds interesting.
super inspiring to see you turn your passion into a huge business like this. So congrats. Yeah, thank you. So what's your name and where are you from?
I'm Yaz, and I'm from Lexington, Massachusetts.
And what do you do?
I am a violinist, a songwriter, an artist. Anything music related, I love.
So how did you become a professional artist?
I started out as a violinist in the industry. I slowly, you know, worked on a ton of people's records and stuff. I started realizing like, oh, maybe I can try doing something of my own. And then I just kept on going at it. So now I do both. I'm performing right now with Steezy, and tomorrow at the festival I'm performing with St. Levant at 9:30 p.m.
What advice would you have for aspiring artists, musicians, things like that?
It takes a long time, and it's not like one way up. You know, I feel like even my career, like I have 6 Grammy certificates, but like my career is like this, you know? So not to expect like a continuous way up, you know, and just to be okay with the downs and use those moments as like space to breathe and continue getting good at what you do.
How do you build a family?
Smart.
base?
I think you just have to be you and genuine and real, and people can feel that authenticity. And I think it's better to have a smaller fan base of
I'm getting inspiration right here.
authentic fans as opposed to people that believe that you're, somebody else, because those people will stick with you regardless of what kind of music you make. If you decide to change lanes, all of a sudden they'll still stick with you because they are interested in your brand, they're interested in you and invested in you as a person. They want to get to know you more, yeah.
Would you be willing to share some of the financials of being an artist?
You pay for it all. There's no one covering any of your bills. If you have a label, they're just a bank. They're fronting you the money. You still owe it to them. So it's not like you get these random handouts.
I feel like they help you with promotion. That's big right there, promotion.
So if anyone is aspiring to be an artist, just know that it's normal to be broke, normal to be poor, and that is the lane that you decide to be in. And so to make peace with that and to just continue doing your own thing, and if you're doing you and you're being genuine, I think people will follow you.
And what's the most you've ever made from one gig?
20K.
Okay. Thank you so much.
20K.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Next up, the Coachella Festival grounds. We hit up the exclusive VIP and artist guest sections and even went to the car camping area. This was a ton of fun.
What are your names and what do you guys do for a living?
Blessed and Destiny.
My name is Destiny and I'm a full-time content creator.
My name is Blessed and I'm also a full-time content creator.
What type of content do you guys do?
I do like beauty, fashion, get ready with me. Yeah.
Wow. I do just lifestyle vlogs. I'm trying to lean more into the fashion area and just like comedy content. I love to make my followers laugh.
Okay, nice. And where are you guys from?
So funny.
I'm born and raised in LA.
Born and raised Reno, Nevada, but I've been living in Los Angeles for the last 5 years of my life.
What advice do you guys have for aspiring content creators?
I say just to keep posting every day. You never know when one video is gonna hit. You may think that it's not gonna do good and then it ends up doing good. So just keep posting every day and be consistent with it.
Yeah, I'd say be consistent, be organized.
I'm always consistent.
This sounds really vague, but just be yourself, man. People love to see
That's what everybody said. Just be yourself.
Just be original and be themselves, and not just copy other trends. Copy a trend, but put your own twist to it, and just try to stand out from the usual. It's okay to be weird.
How do you guys monetize your businesses?
From just doing what we do, a lot of brands just want to work with us because I feel like we both are really original with our content, so they love for us to promote their products.
Is this your first Coachella, or how many have you guys been to?
Yeah, this is my first Coachella ever. Yeah.
This is my fourth Coachella, so I'm
fourth Coachella. Damn, bless it.
Is it worth it?
It's worth it for the experience, but I'm warning you, your feet, your back, you are tired, and you will have dust boogers by the end of the weekend. Oh. For sure,
yeah,
for sure.
You guys, I haven't even been here a full, I don't even know how many hours, and my feet are already killing me.
Hey.
You got boots on.
Advice for
That's crazy.
Getting through the weekend for new Coachella people?
Stay hydrated, man, because you will need the water, especially being in the scorching sun, right, in the desert, for sure.
Any last things you want to tell the audience?
I love you guys. Follow me at DesXMX.
I love you. I post weekly on YouTube on Wednesday. Go check me out. Blessed.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. So what are your names, ages, and where are you guys from?
My name's Lauren. I am from LA. Well, born and raised in the Bay Area, but LA for the last 15 years, and I'm 29.
My name is Bradley Nuts. I'm 31 years old, also in LA, former roommate of this lad right here.
So we came to visit them because you guys are car camping. Is this the preferred lot?
Yes.
Okay, so what's this whole experience like?
What we used to do, which is go into general camping. When you do that, you basically have to arrive Wednesday night, wake up at 3 a.m. on Thursday morning, wait.
Like, comment, subscribe, grind, catering, 1 mil. Subscribe to Charlie Chang. Whoop.
Bye, have a great time.